So that being said, come to the next question on this broadcast, which is to do with whether citizens think that the judicial system favors the rich and the powerful. So when this question was asked, do you think the rich and the powerful are treated differently from ordinary Indian citizens? Alarming is that 56% of the overall respondents, cutting across different categories of voter responses, both India and NDA voters, say that yes, the rich and the powerful are treated differently. No is only 18%. Anjali Bhardwaj, this is the second very alarming response. It's not the fact that some people think that the rich and the powerful are treated differently. This is 6 out of 10. Compounded to this, 48% say they feel distrustful towards the judiciary. Now those, from anybody's perspective, not just if you're within the legal system, even if you just look at the legal system from the outside, that's a very alarming number, Anjali Bhardwaj.
Yes, indeed, Rahul. And I think that both the statistics that you have read out so far need to be seen together in many ways. I think the question of judicial delay and judicial corruption is something that people have been concerned about in the country. Also, the problem of lack of adequate independence of the judiciary, especially when the executive at the center is strong. I think that's also something that a lot of people have been concerned about. Of course, the recent kind of picture that we saw with notes burning and those videos that have come out surfaced, again, it reinforces the fact that only if you have a lot of money can the judicial system probably respond in a timely and in a favorable way. I have to say that by and large, people do have faith in our judiciary in the country. But these problems are very much around. Even when the Supreme Court judges came out in an unprecedented press conference and talked about lack of autonomy of the functioning of the court, the allocation of cases, I think people have seen, they have engaged, and there is a general feeling that the lack of trust that you talked about and the fact that the system seems to work really for the rich and the powerful. Also look at the kind of issues where we see judicial delays, Rahul. The electoral bonds case, for example, became something that really captured people's imagination. And, people saw that it took nearly 7 years for that case to be heard. There are so many other matters. And of course, people's lived experience, which Sanjay talked about, that, a lot of it is also at the lowest levels of the judiciary, where Tariq pe Tariq is something that people have really associated with the judicial system. I just want to also add that the lack of transparency and the fact that the judicial system seems to be a very, very opaque system where nobody really gets very much of an idea of what is happening, whether it is at the stage of appointments of judges or how cases are being allocated, how many cases are being allocated to a judge, to a bench on any given day, or it is even the grievance redress, the complaints mechanism, or even the assets and liabilities of judges. All of these things, I think, add up to really create a picture for people where they feel that the judiciary is not all is well.